They were so well behaved and well organized.
How are you?
Insane.
Did we?
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble shoot. What was that? What did we do?
You guys shot a scene from them.
Oh, when we were filming that.
Author of The Fault in Our Stars, and we got Ansel Elgort is here, Nat Wolff is here, and Shailene Woodley. She has me call her Shay. I mean, that's fine.
They did the pose from Entertainment
tight.
Weekly right here in the studio.
It is. It's like the cover is. You guys are amazing. Are you recovering from that huge deal last night down at Tower City? It must have been fantastic.
It was amazing.
I think we're all shaking still a little bit.
Yeah, you guys still handle it. Tell me a little bit about. I mean, from John and all the way across the board here. Tell me a little bit about the mania that is surrounding both the book and the movie as it's coming out.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not authors do not usually have the experience of walking into a mall and having several thousand people loudly greet you. It was really wonderful last night, and I'm just so grateful to Cleveland because in addition to being really excited, they were also really well behaved.
They were?
They voted the most.
Yeah. Ohio is not America's most populous state, but they did vote to bring us here more than any other state.
It's like 200,000 people, wasn't that the number I heard last night? That voted 200,000.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah. That's big. That's like as big as the town I grew up in.
Yeah. You guys need to get houses here. Right?
That puts it in perspective.
This may be like the Rolling Stone.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan, for the three people in town who may not know what it's all about, just briefly tell what the book and the movie is all about.
Sure, yeah, The Fault in Our Stars.
You should get with it.
The Fault in Our Stars is a story about two kids, Hazel Grace Lancaster, who's played by Shailene Woodley, and Gus, who's played by Ansel Elgort, and they meet at a support group for teens living with cancer, which makes it sound like a very sad story, but in fact, it's a love story, and at times a very funny one, thanks in part to the extremely funny Nat Wolff, who plays Isaac.
I was a comic relief.
Yeah, that's right.
Really, really funny.
I like the way that sounds.
When I heard the title, I thought it was a Shakespearean show.
Yeah, well,
because that comes from Julius Caesar.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
There's a line in Julius Caesar,
the fault of
dear Brutus is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings. And which is fine to say if you're a Roman nobleman, but like there is a lot of fault in the stars for a lot of us. And I wanted to argue that like even though there is fault in the stars, that life can still be rich and meaningful, and that's what I think that's what the movie really puts across.
Had you guys already read the books, the book before you actually read for the part or anything like that?
I read the script first actually 2 years ago, which is how I first found out about the book, and then read the book immediately afterwards. But you read the
I read the book like a few days before screen testing with Shailene. Mostly because actually we were doing Divergent, which is a film that we did together.
Yeah.
Right before, and she had heard that I was going to fly to LA and screen test with her, and she asked me how much I liked the book, and I was like, "Yeah, it's really great." She's like, "Really?" She's like, "That's all you have to say?" And I was like, "Well, haven't honestly really read it yet." She's like, "Are you kidding me? You haven't read the book, and you come in the audition, I'm going to kill you." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I got to read the book now." Yeah. So then I spent the next 2 days before the audition reading it, and I did not put it down, and I fell in love with it, and it just completely captured everything about. Like I wanted to be Gus so badly, and I wanted to be part of the story so badly because it was the best book I've ever read.
Man,
it is a good book. I have read it. Now, was it weird going from playing brother and sister to playing boyfriend and girlfriend?
Oh, it was amazing.
We became so close. We became really good friends on Divergent, and that's what you want. You want like good chemistry and. I think good chemistry is basically what it means is that people are close, comfortable friends, so that you're willing to just like play with each other on set. Not like that. Like
Mrs. Smith to Brad and Angelina too.
Yeah, exactly.
You just let it happen. Yeah, you're comfortable, so that we have that chemistry. I think actually, if we didn't do Divergent first, we wouldn't have been as comfortable with each other. But yeah, in terms of what roles we would have played, like, we could have played totally different roles, not brother and sister beforehand. No matter what, it's not weird going from role to role. We're actors too.
Hey, Jonathan, and again we have Jonathan Green in the studio along with the actors. John Green along with the actress. For you, you've written this book. It's your baby. when some studio or whatever they're saying we're going to take this and make it into a movie, are you in fear? Saying are they going to ruin it? Are you saying I'm confident they're going to do it the way I want to do it? How does it work?
I was very afraid. Yeah, I was really nervous. But then the first day on set, when I saw Hazel and Gus and Hazel's parents for the first time, I knew that it was going to be good. And I wouldn't be here on tour if I didn't like the movie, to be honest with you. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of the people who made this movie, and I think it honors the book. I think it's one of the most faithful movie adaptations I've ever seen. And I'm just really, really fortunate because you don't know. I mean, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's a disaster.
And it's not even common that the author gets to be on the set. I mean, a lot of times it's adapted screenplay and it's gone, and that's the last time you hear it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was really lucky to be able to hang out with these guys almost the entire film.
You were really lucky to
have him. Yeah.
Now, were you nervous? Nice. Were you nervous when you were acting in front of him, like wondering that if you were being true to his characters?
It's funny because sometimes when you do a scene, you're like worried. Did the director like that, or the producer's okay, or whatever? Or is the other actor judging me? And on this movie, it really was. It was like, okay, then I just need to see John's face, and based off his face, I'll know, if we're bringing
and
this
scene
to life.
His face was always in tears.
His face was they're crying and laughing, and that's just
awesome.
the best news. Yeah,
it was great.
But there were times when something would be tricky, or we'd be trying to navigate a scene, and we'd come to you and be like, with all honesty, what do you think? And we'd be like, I'm not telling you what to do, but this is the way that I sort of envisioned it. And he would say something, and it would click in a way that it hadn't clicked before, and sort of just gently steer us on the right path.
Okay.
I think without even you really realizing it.
We've got the cast of The Fault in Our Stars in studio with us right now, along with probably a good 30 or 40 other people that are either outside or inside with cameras. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. What a great group you guys have got with you here. Now, I want to ask you. You've got more of a kind of a musical background to go along with all this. Is it tough for you to walk onto a set? I mean, knowing that's kind of like, how much acting had you done in the past prior to this?
Sing your way through.
I just sing all my lines, and so that's awesome. It's not a musical. No, I started off as a musician, but then I've been acting since I was a kid. But it's easy, when you're acting with great actors like this, and with a great director like Josh, and amazing people like John, and they're all going to hurt me if I don't say things like that.
That's good. That's good.
No, I really do believe it was an amazing experience, and I'm definitely very lucky to be part of it.
So what's next for you guys? We've only got about a few minutes here left. Tell me about the whirlwind you've got in store for the rest of the day and even the next couple of days.
Just staying on Nap for 1 second.
Yeah.
I just saw his movie Palo Alto, which he was in. So in case you're wondering if he's a good actor,
man,
it was one of the best performances I've ever seen of a young actor in a movie. So Nat might be a musician, but he's an insanely amazing actor.
Did you hear him say young actor?
Yes.
Like he's a wily old veteran.
All of us double your ages. I love this.
He's a good young actor.
Yeah, he's a nice young man. We're proud to have him about.
As for our future, we get to hang out in Cleveland for the rest of for much of today, and then we fly to beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, and from there on to Dallas, and then to Los Angeles. So it should be a whirlwind.
The craziness that happened at Tower City yesterday. It was Tower City.
Oh, yeah.
We had that. Well, I think you said 18 billion or so, but it was
roughly that.
Some girl who took the day off of school says, "Mom, as long as I'm in the same room and breathing the same air as John Green, I don't care if I get his autograph."
You know what? That is a lot of pressure from the teen girls who love the book and really, really want to see this movie, and they want it to be just like the book too. So it's good you were there.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just like the book, at least to me. By the way, I just want to say I think that girl should have gone to school.
Okay.
Yeah, she took the day off.
School.
The author of The Fault in Our Stars, John Green, along with the actors that are here from the movie, Shailene Woodley, Ansel Elgort, Nat Wolff. Again, she says call her Shay. That's what everybody's saying.
Except her co-star had to call her by her full name.
Yeah, I know. Well, he knows the rules. He understands. That's how this works. Thank you guys so much for taking time. I know you got to blow out of here and get to your next get-together here, but thank you so much. This has been a treat for us. I mean, so many people have been tweeting back and forth with us saying, really? We got those guys to come into your studio? So we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us, man.
All right.
Very cool. There they go. Off with that gigantic entourage they've got out there. Bless
Running
them.
the gauntlet of creepy old men who are waiting for autographs down below.
Yeah, we said it, they did. Okay, very good.
Thanks, guys, so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It is 9:29 now. Magic Morning Show. So we've got, let's see, still to come here. We've got
Tim Goldman.
Goddard's experience from the audio music.
That's right. I'm just comparing.
Mike, you grab the website one.
They liked it so much, they're hitting the road, and you can join them. You'll travel to Los Angeles for a special performance from Queen.
Thanks, guys. We really have to get going now.
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Hey, great to see you again. Thank you, man. Yeah, take care. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
And we're done.